Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ethan for now, back with another podcast today. And today we are going over the first two practice sessions of the Honda Grand Prix of Alabama. Alright, so we're going to go over the drivers, who were the best laps, and the total laps, who did the most laps and who did the least laps. So 27th was Benjamin Peterson, 26th was Santino Ferrucci, 25th was Stingray Robb, 24th was Augustine Calapino. 23rd was Elio Castro Neves. 22nd was Kyle Kirkwood. 21st was Felix Rosenquist. 20th was Jack Harvey. 19th was Roman Grosjean. 18th was Connor Daly. 17th was Marcus Armstrong. 16th was Devlin DiFrancesco. 15th was David Malukas. 14th was Callum Ilott. 13th was Venus VK. 12 was Graham Rahal. 11 was Alexander Rossi. 10 was Alex Palou. 9 was Simon Pagenaud. 8 was Pato Award. 7 was Joseph Newgarden. 6 was Christian Lundgaard. 5th was Marcus Ericsson. 4th was Scott Dixon. 3rd was Will Power. 2nd was Colton Herta. And 1st was Scott McLaughlin with a 1 minute 6 seconds. 1 minute 6 seconds point 6610. He did 16 laps. The laps I'm sorry. The person who did the most laps was Marcus Armstrong and Stingray Robb, both doing 30, because they both get more tires because they're a rookie. And the person who did the least laps was Roman Grosjean, and he did 9 laps, and I'm pretty sure he had a crash. Oh yeah, he had the engine issues. He had that right. I remember this. He had the engine issue, and his engine failed, and he just started smoking up all of a sudden, and he had to stop. So yeah, that was why Grosjean really did not do any. I know he did a little bit more today. So let's go there and do those lap times. For today's practice 2, we are going to do the same thing. Most laps, least laps, 27th the first, 27th was Augustine Calapino, 26th was Benjamin Peterson, 25th was Santino Ferrucci, 24th was Stingray Robb, 23rd was Connor Daly, 22nd was Elio Castro Neves, 21st was Jack Harvey, 20th was Venus VK, 19th was Simon Pagenaud, 18th was David Malukas, 17th was my boy Will Power, 16 was Graham Rahal, 15 was Marcus Armstrong, 14 was Callum Ilott, 13 was Felix Rosenquist, 12 was Kyle Kirkwood, 11 was Devlin DiFrancesco, 10 was Marcus Ericsson, 9 was Pato Award, 8 was Alexander Rossi, 7 was Christian Lundgaard, 6 was Roman Grosjean, 5th was Colton Herta, 4th was Scott Dixon, 3rd was Scott McLaughlin, 2nd was Joseph Newgarden, and 1st was a 1 minute 6 seconds .2781 with Alex Palou, who did 20 laps, which was not the most and not the least. And the people who did the most laps was 5 different people. They all did 23 laps, and there was Grosjean, Marcus Armstrong, Graham Rahal, and Simon Pagenaud. They all did 23 laps, which is a lot, I guess. Not as much as a race. But there is still qualifying to go, which I should have. I hope I have another episode out later today. Maybe later tonight once qualifying happens. It might be later tonight. It might be in the morning tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'll try to get it out tonight. I don't know if I will be able to. I'm sorry if I won't. And then if I have to delay it till tomorrow, I'll cover the warm up too. But I might do another one tomorrow about the warm up. That one be a really short one, maybe just a 3-4 minute long video with Tosh podcast. So I have one more thing, and that's gonna be the Indy Light stuff. So Indy Next stuff. So I'm gonna pull that up, and I'll tell you all about that. Okay, so the Indy Next had a practice yesterday. They have a lot less cars. They only have 18 cars. For this one, I will do the drivers from 18th to first, and who did the most laps and who did the least laps. But first, and by the way, I know pretty much none of these names, so I'm going to probably say them all wrong. But we got 18th, we got Erningham. Yep. 17th was Jamie Chadwick. 16th was Mattido, and yep. 15th was Jagger Jones. 14th was Christian. 13 was Lewis Foster. 12 was Josh Green. 11 was Colin Kaminsky. 10th was Daniel Frost. 9th was Ernie Francis Jr. 8th was Jacob Abel. Good job. Congrats to Abel Motorsports for being the 34th entry into the Indianapolis 500. 7th is Reese Gold. 6th is James Rose. 5 is Hunter McLean. 4 is Toby. 3rd is Nolan. 2nd is Kyphon Sims. I don't think I said that right, but I think there's definitely a better way to say that. And first is another Christian. Don't know how to say that last name though. The person who did the least amount of laps was 18th, and Erman. Yep, he did only 8 laps. Another person, Daniel Frost, only did 9 laps. He made them. Oh wait, no, sorry. Erning did 9 laps, and then the person who did the most would be 27 laps of Hunter Hunter. It'll be Hunter and Colin Kaminsky. They both did 27 laps. Good job for them too. And that was for yesterday's practice. Today's practice. Okay, so today's practice they just finished it actually right before the Indy practice. So for Indy next practice 2, I just completely skipped. In 18th was Manitou. 17th was Jamie Chadwick. 16th was Ernie Francis Jr. 15th was Reese Gold. 14th was Christian Bungle. 13th was Jagger Jones. 12 was Enam Adimd. 11th was Colin Kaminsky. 12th was Josh Green. That's a basketball player. 9th was James Rowe. 8th was Jacob Abel. 7 was Toby. 6 was Lewis Foster. 5 was Hunter McLean. I'm sorry if I say all these names wrong again. I'm sorry. 4th is Keithan Simpson. 3rd is Daniel Frost. 2nd is Christian, and 1st is Nolan Siegel. It's a funny name. I really hope that's actually his name. Person who did the least laps, well, actually, they all did over 20 laps. But the person who did the least was 21, and that was a name Adim. Sorry if I say that wrong. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to say your name. Maybe change your name. I'm sorry. I can't say it. And the most laps was 9, James Rowe. So good job from all those guys. Now the Indy next practice. Again, I will cover the Indy next qualifying if I get that during IndyCar practice, IndyCar qualifying video. Sorry. Sorry. So that will be combined too, just like how I did it with this practice, the first 2 practices for both series. Okay, for the last thing, it's going to be the Indy next race that is tomorrow. It is a 35 lap race. It was 80.5 miles. That's even for these guys. That's kind of a long race. But so I'm just gonna mention it's 80 and a half miles. That's honestly insane for these cars. But I'm gonna watch it, and I think it will be a good race. Thanks everybody for watching this podcast, video, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for really much for watching this. Make sure if you want to go check out the other 2 videos, it's my podcast section below, and click the channel, and then you can watch the other 2. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, turn the bell. I don't care. Share it to your friends. Don't care. Thanks for all the support. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you next time. Peace.